Motion. I move that the board adopt the resolution approving the proposed Freeport exemption agreements, rescinding the district's December 11, 1989 denial of ad valorem tax exempt status for Freeport goods located in the district, and authorizing the superintendent to execute the proposed Freeport exemption agreements as set forth in said resolution.
Second.
We have a second from Mrs. Orozco. Do we have any discussion on this item? Mr. Tenorio? And then Mrs. Bryant.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I have a few things regarding Freeport to talk about. One, at the urging of a few people in the business community, there's an elephant in the room regarding this that I want to address. But first, before I do that, I just want to say that when I started out this process, I had a lot of questions about this. We got a report, originally by Mo Casey that had some information for us, but it was really short on a lot of the detail that we needed. And as a lot of y'all know, I'm a graduate of the UT Business School, and I know a lot about economic forecasting and economic modeling. So I had a lot of questions. Here at CISD, we don't represent just Kyle and Butte. We represent Uland and other Mountain City and other cities too. So this Freeport would affect lots of people. So I had a lot of questions, and I've gotten a lot of answers, and I've decided that I'm going to be voting for this tonight. And I just wanted to let y'all know that. And I want to thank some people. I want to thank Commissioner Jones, who met with a lot of us in his office, along with Ms. Diana Torres from the City of Kyle Economic Development, and Ms. Adriana Cruz from the Greater San Marcos Chamber of Commerce. And I think when I sat with them, I grilled them for a lot longer than they thought. And I really appreciate y'all's help. And then I had some follow-up questions, and I know I talked to y'all afterwards too, and I really appreciate that. And I spoke to a lot of individual members of the Kyle Economic Development Committee and a lot of members of the Chamber of Commerce throughout the process. And I really do appreciate y'all very, very much. It really meant a lot to me because I had a lot of questions, and y'all had a lot of patience and were working with me. Now, regarding this elephant thing, I really didn't want to bring this up, but I've had some requests for people to talk about it. I guess when I brought up a lot of the questions, I think it was pretty good. I think everybody understood that, I have a lot of questions. I sit here on the internal audit committee too. I'm one of them. So, we ask a lot of questions internally here of ourselves. But behind the scenes though, I was getting a lot of attacks. I was getting a lot of attacks from some of the gentlemen on the subset of the gentlemen, just a small group of the gentlemen on the City Council of Kyle. And it seemed like they were hoping that I would stop asking questions. And there was a lot. I won't tell you any specifics, but I've noticed that the city of Kyle politics has gotten really dirty lately. And I mean, we even have a blog in the city that covers city of Kyle politics. It's kind of a cross between the National Enquirer and Breitbart, Steve Bannon type of thing. And, they attack the school district periodically too, from time to time. Every few articles we get some attacks there. So I'm no stranger to being attacked. I mean, I've had, you've heard one earlier a little bit, but very minor, but I've had physical threats on me since I've been on the school board for other things we've had here. I've had anonymous calls. A few years ago, they posted my picture on a hate group forum with my contact information, my phone numbers over an issue that was here brought by the school board, and they asked everybody to contact me, and some of them did. So, and so, I was not that happy with some of the tactics that were used here against me. I won't repeat them, but frankly, they got so dirty that I think if somebody asked for my birth certificate, I wouldn't have been surprised by it. That's the type of stuff that was coming at me. But I really do appreciate a lot of the business people who have talked to me and have said things like, they distance themselves from those types of behavior. They said they supported Freeport, but they didn't support some of the tactics that were being used just by a small minority group on the city council against me. So I just wanted to address that. And again, I am voting for Freeport, and I do thank all the people who were helpful during the process. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tenorio.